Welcome to Shattered Ships, brought to you by Fandom Encounters. This is your DM Matt, guiding you on your pirate adventure through the seas of Corsair. Join our party, the Human Fey Wanderer Ranger Tesha Gwyn, played by Bobby, the Sea Elf Pirate Kensei Monk Trigger, played by Seth, and the Owlin Swords Bard, played by Alan, as they do their best to navigate this new world and find their place in it. In Corsair, where piracy is freedom, and freedom is dangerous. The crew of Shattered Ships has made it to the Northern Labyrinth, the home of Veritas. With a important trial facing them tomorrow, they are seeking allies in the Veritas band. Now, having retraced their steps with the assistance of Ivy, they have leveled up last session, as well as brought Europa along. The marching order of Europa and Kachi, followed by Trigger, followed by Gwyn. And as the crunching sounds of this massive metal gate eking into a closed state out in the distance ahead of you, that is where we pick up now with initiative. Yes, it is on the thing here. Cool. So, as we start this first round, so at initiative 0, the door will begin to close by bit. This first round, Gwyn, you rolled a 24, but you did choose to be in the back of the pack. If you would like to delay your initiative, I'll let you do it for just this round, because the only thing that you see is the lot of you here. So kind of like, we've done it before, where like, if you have the same initiative, you can kind of go at the same time. Right now, it's just the 4 of you. So all 4 of you can kind of go at the same time if you would like. I will say, movement is going to work a little differently in this maze. As you run through this maze, your movement will determine the DC for avoiding any traps in the maze. So, you can use up to however much movement you would like, including dash actions. However much movement you use in your turn, half of that is the DC for avoiding a trap.
Oh.
Ooh, okay.
And I will say, as the only member of the party without dark vision, your trap checks will be made with disadvantage, Gwyn, unless you have a way to fix that.
Is fair. Yeah, I'll just wait.
But with that, your other senses, you're able to like feel your way along the wall. Like you see the map essentially because of your allies and because of your other senses. The sight thing is just affecting your ability to evade traps.
Right. Sounds good. I'm willing. Yeah, I'm good to just wait. I'll use it all later.
Nice. Hold here. So in this first round, Europa looks to you, Kachi, as like okay, I'm here to back up and assist, and kind of as Kachi, the first in the marching order. Before you do see kind of on the map here, you see the maze kind of beginning where you are. Those of you kind of like, you stepped into the maze, you're on these first steps here. Ahead of you, you see a gap to one side, but it's hard to know exactly where it goes unless you go further in. Europa is willing to head forward and risk some of that if you would like her to take the charge.
Yeah, I think just looking at Europa, okay, when we were here in the dream, we've split up, which I think is a bad idea this time because now it's real and there was shit after us and we got to make sure we get Trigger. Let's slow and steady. Let's just make sure we get through there. Easy. We got this. It'll be fine.
Okay. And Europa will start with 30 feet of movement as she charges forward, reaching the egress here, and gets to this point. 30 feet basically clears the way forward. There aren't any twists and turns so far, so she will press onward. Seems like it starts off fairly straightforward. That's 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and she has 10 feet left with a dash action. But if I remember which one the eraser is in this map feature, we have a bit of a decision to make here. Europa charges ahead, Kachi, and you hear her voice echoing kind of back around. We gotta decide right or left? Or are we splitting up, Kachi?
No, stick together.
I can also hold here.
Hold there.
All right, so she has used. I literally just counted it out. I think it was 40. I think it was 50 feet of movement because she has 10 feet left. 50. Half of that is 25. So it's going to be a DC 25. Or not DC 25. Half. DC 25 Dex check.
Oh my god.
Damn. Go Europa. Europa just passes.
Oh my god. And this is like a dex saving throw, or just
dex saving throw.
Okay.
So that is Europa's turn. She also will bonus action in preparation for something going down, shifts, so she gives herself some temp HP.
Cool.
But has effectively cleared the way. Yeah, it seems clear. Seems clear for her. What would Kachi like to do?
Kachi is going to go 20 feet, 5, 10, 15. Yeah. I can get like there. 5, 10, 15. Yeah. I'm just going to go 20 feet so I can keep ears out for Trigger and Gwen. Just be like, okay, easy as. We got it. We're good so far. I'm here. Europa's a little bit ahead.
Are you using because that was just your movement, using any actions to prep anything? Or I would say if you take a dodge action on your turn instead of moving, you can have advantage on the dex check for traps.
Yeah, I'll take the dodge action.
Nice.
And then can I also try to is there any sort of check I can do to think of the trial that we went through and the path that was, and if it's similar already, or maybe if it was in a different area of the labyrinth?
Give me a perception check.
Cool. Okay. Dirty 20.
You get the sense that the labyrinth that was created in your minds doesn't feel like it was the exact same path. Already
Cool.
It was a different weird spoke. This feels much more real versus you were almost walking through smoke before. But now it's if you put this is earth and stone.
Cool. Easy.
And then you have advantage on your dex saving throw. So go ahead and make that. DC is only 10 because you only moved 20 feet.
Great. 16.
16, you pass. No traps go off. No Indiana Jones spears or swinging blades or anything like that.
Okay, good so far. We're doing great.
You still good, Kachi, back there?
Still good.
Cool. Coast seems clear. Trigger and Gwen should be good, right?
Should be.
All right. Trigger face the labyrinth. You can hear Europa and Kachi in this labyrinth, so you kind of get a sense of where they are before you even kind of go in. How ambitious is Trigger in preparing for the labyrinth? How far are you willing to go?
Okay, so I'm slightly confused. So I have more movement than anybody, but that's not a good thing.
Hard to say. You could, if you used your full movement, it would basically be impossible to make the trap check, but you are fully in there with... So it's just balancing out precaution versus dealing with the consequences.
Sure. If I do that with. Well, because they haven't cleared the traps, they've just avoided the traps that
They have
exist.
avoided the traps.
Understood. Um, sure. I'll take the dodge action.
Nice. So you have advantage on your trap check.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. $35, 40. Okay.
I'll give you 5 more feet so that you basically started your movement at the same place that Kachi and Europa did. So if you want to go 40 and be 5 feet ahead, that's where it would be.
Like here?
Yeah.
Sure.
Nice.
On the
So
fire.
40 feet of movement. You've taken the dodge action.
Sure. Now I'll roll. Kachi, I said I gotta be in the middle, okay? You can't leave me next to Gwyn. That's like the first person that gets picked off in a horror thing.
And for what it's worth, I feel better with you here, Trigger.
Thanks, Europa. You don't have to shout. I'm right behind you.
Oh, okay. Came out of nowhere. It was so fast. Yeah, so DC 20 for a trap check.
Carol.
With advantage.
Oh, we're off to a great start. I don't pass.
Oh no!
Did you roll with advantage because you have took the dodge action?
A 17.
17 will not pass, unfortunately. Trigger, as you kind of catch up to Europa, you hear like a whir of a metal switch behind you, and almost like stepping out of the wall is a blue figure as they step forward. It seems like they seem almost very similar to the strange dryads that you guys have interacted with before, that were like the corrupted dryads that were turned into like warforged, essentially. It seems like some kind of blend of ceramic and metal components kind of covered in rags, but with like a blue hue to everything. These are scarecrows, essentially. As this one will step out, you've set the trap off. So Trigger, you have failed the trap. So as this being steps forward, you are blinded.
Relatable.
And as it shrieks, I need a wisdom saving throw.
A 13.
A 13. As it yells, it kind of conjures, like, it looks at you, and its head kind of, like, morphs, and this, like, reverberating sound, like, Europa kind of, like, looks back, is not the target of this attack, but as these shrieks go out, you hear, like, the crackling of thunder and like, the rolling of waves off in the distance, and it reminds you of being back on the Cyclops' ship. But you manage to keep hold of where you are right now. You are not affected by this Azure Guardian, but if there's any bonus actions you would like to do, you do have a bonus action, because this goes off kind of at the end, like, endish of your turn.
Sure. Do unarmed.
Absolutely.
Oh wait, I don't think I can, because I didn't take an attack action.
Oh, I think you do have to take an attack action as a monk to use that bonus action. For a moment, I thought it was just the flurry of blows, but I think it is the whole offhand
Yeah,
thing.
that's fair.
Unless you patient defense first. when
I
you
already took-
dodged.
However, I did already take the. Yeah, that's the end of my
That's
action.
what
is
you
to
meant
attack.
when you said you dodged.
Of
You meant-
course. Naturally.
you have your
Um,
action.
I instead will use my bonus action to cast jump on myself.
Absolutely. Why the heck not?
Because it scares me so much that I go ah! And I go because the walls it's
hit the
you
ceiling
can't-
and
I
kind
can't
of
go
bounce
above
back.
the walls, right? Yeah, I kind of hit the ceiling and go back. Hi.
There must be fewer traps on the ceiling. Incredible. Gwyn, delayed initiative from the first round. You hear like this shrieking happening deep in the tunnels. You get the sense that something is going on, but you are still a ways away.
Yes. I want to move up, but I want to move slow. So I want to move. I don't know. I know I can't see, but is there ever a chance where I'm going to get line of sight on this thing?
With the map kind of oriented the way it is, you would have to kind of make it past Kachi. I think Kachi did 20 feet. If you use 30 feet, you potentially would be able to get just around the corner and be within enough range that you could fire.
30 is too far. 30 is too far for me. I think 25 is good. 30 is too far. 30 is too far.
All right. 25 will put you just past Kachi.
No, I think 20 then. 20.
20.
I want to be close to the group, but like not the like perfect the wall goes up to separate us distance. You know, just a little bit closer. As if the wall would hit me in that instant.
Yeah, you're like hovering over Kachi.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I want to be close to the group, I think. But not-
Incredible. You use this movement. Any actions from Gwyn?
I've been thinking about it. I don't think I want to summon anything in here because then it's gonna get all crazy. So I'm more so waiting for something to attack me. I don't think I'm dodging. I think I'm on edge.
Like, okay, holding an action
yeah,
to
I think
attack.
I'm waiting to attack.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me that trap check. Disadvantage for you, but the DC is only 10 with a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, one of those is really good. 17.
17. No Azure Guardians arrive. Nothing jumps out at you. You are prepped and ready to go. And with this, we flip back into true initiative for round 2. Or we would, except the grinding of the...
Wall goes up.
continues. The door has closed. 7%.
Oh my gosh. We gotta go. I forgot we gotta go fast.
Also, I just remembered to look at my notes and see it, so I'll set aside a dice for it. Doubt has a 16 from yesterday, in quotes, that is available.
All right.
This is the door that we took in here is closing?
The door to get to the Veritas,
Oh.
the door to get forward.
We don't know where that is, but we just know that there is something closing ahead of us.
But round 2 proper, top of the initiative, is Gwyn again. So you held an action, nothing jumped out, but it is your turn once again.
I will move until I can see something, and then I will attack it.
Nice. 5. I'd say 10 will put you right around this like roundabout, and you can see the Guardian posed up on trigger.
Okay. I will. I feel like we had the trials today, the trials tomorrow.
Trials tomorrow.
Trials tomorrow.
Technically, we're gonna go to sleep. Okay. I activate my bow, and make it glow with Lester's divine favor.
Oh, because does it like is glowing part of the feature?
I'm just saying it was
Oh, okay.
so,
I thought it was like a feature. I was like,
radiant
oh,
damage to my ice
you
arrows.
figured out the
but it
darkness
doesn't-
thing.
I could have. We'll get there. Lester. But I want to attack it. I don't know if I want to make this my favorite enemy, but I just want to try to shoot it.
Hell yeah.
With disadvantage. That is a 14.
14 will hit.
Woo! Lots of little dice now. Let's see. 10 cold damage, 4 radiant, and 3 psychic.
Oh, man. Okay, cool. So 17 in total. They don't seem to be resisting any of this damage done to them.
Sounds good. That is my first shot.
Dang. It appears to be bloodied.
Nice. I'm gonna say, Trigger, keep going. Oh my god, I'm rolling so many natural 20s and they don't count. All these things up for you. Eight cold damage and 1 radiant. I rolled like as low as I can.
It is still standing, but looking really rough.
I'm gonna say, sorry, Trigger, I couldn't finish it off.
Finish what off? I can't see anything.
Neither can I.
What?
Wait, you don't have dark vision? Don't you have dark vision?
He was
Adam,
blinded by the trap.
Oh, right.
You ever do the thing where you just like stare into the sun for a little too long and then you get a lot of spots in your eyes? You're like, is that a worm? Is there a worm in my eye?
Trigger, I swear to God, if your eyes are closed right now, I'm gonna be so mad.
It's just the one. Wait a second. I have the eye patch on. Can I switch it?
Fuck, kinda.
I can't be blinded if I have an eye patch over one of my eyes, right?
You kinda get a second try. Like, it literally, it's the mechanic of the blinding thing is a glare, and that I didn't see it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Point for when I.
Point for Trigger.
Is it your turn?
Not yet.
Go.
But this is just a realization out of turn.
It is not. It is the Azure Guardian's turn, who is going to make one, like, is going to swing once at Trigger and once at Europa. At Europa is going to be a dice that is really hard to read. Not a great choice. That is a 16 to hit Europa, which will hit. And then advantage on Trigger. That is
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Well, I still ended up taking the dodge action.
Oh, yes, you did.
So I guess even roll.
I'll re-roll that. That one is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, I guess it's fine. It's whatever.
My thing went up.
So Europa will take 7 bludgeoning damage, takes out the temporary HP, and Trigger takes 7 bludgeoning damage as well, and you have the frightened condition as this Azure Guardian rocks into you.
Did I have temp HP as well?
From the shifting ability that Europa has, that's where she got the temp HP from.
Understood.
So with the frightened condition from the punches, you are haunted by visions of the past. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while this thing is inside of you, and you can't willingly move closer to the subject of your fear, who is standing between you and the rest of the maze. But at the end of the Azure Guardian's turn, your vision begins to return, Trigger. before you even have to switch your eye patch over. I also, Gwyn, on this round, you moved 10 feet, so give me a dex saving throw with a disadvantage, DC 5.
13.
13 will pass. No traps are set off. Europa is going to make some swings on the subject of her fear. With disadvantage, she misses once and hits once, which means because the Azure Guardian had 1 hit point. Trigger, as you blink and your vision comes back, you see Europa's like partial wolf claw just slam into the chest, rip it open. You no longer have the feared condition because this thing was destroyed, but it's not so simple. I'm gonna elect Trigger to do this roll for me because Europa finished this thing off. Roll a D8 for me.
Uh-oh. Sorry. Yell that as loud as I did.
So 1.
Good. That's the best one.
This creature crumbles boom, and falls to the ground. And for anyone who's nearby, you hear a slow tick, 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 as these pieces begin to effectively reassemble themselves, but now in a new configuration, one that seems a whole lot stronger. This beefier figure kind of standing in the way of egress into the tunnels has like stamped on the chest plate Tiffany #1 as this blue chrome figure begins to fold out and ready himself for its first turn. Tiffany, of course, being another color of blue.
Of course.
Nice rings.
Not Tiffany.
Europa has used her attacks. She kind of looks at the rest of the crew. Do I run on or what? We fighting this thing or running?
Keep going. We gotta get out of here. Go right.
Go to the right? Hell yeah. And Europa will bonus action wild shape into her wolf form to once again be just another source of hit points, and is going to 30 feet run. 5, 10, 15, 20. Runs a little bit forward, then yells over her shoulder, we got another right decision. Right or left, Kachi?
Right again.
Right again. And is going to go 25, 30, charging ahead, clearing up this little visual here. So we have a little bit of a look at what is ahead for Europa. 30 feet of movement.
Damn it.
That is a...
Are they actually seeing that? My map hasn't changed. I don't know if you...
Has it not?
Is that me? Is that just me?
Mine did.
Okay.
Mine changed.
No, I refresh.
It's the fog. Maybe the fog of war might be lagging for you. That is a DC 15 dex saving throw for Europa. That is a 16. She succeeds. No traps go off for Europa. After Europa, that is Trigger and Kachi, kind of with the same initiative at the same time. Whoever would like to go, or would like to coordinate, you may.
Do you want? What was your plan?
I was gonna. Do I get an indication of what happened for me to activate this trap? Was it like something I stepped on?
It seems like one of the traps in this area summoned an Azure Guardian. Seems like you get the sense that failing these movement checks, summon figures to
Right.
you.
But
also
do I
say,
get this?
as
like-
Europa runs, the Tiffany takes a swipe, takes like an electrified swipe, like zoom, slashes across Europa, but uses their reaction to take an opportunity attack on her, dealing 10 damage.
Oh.
But you get the sense that the movement-based traps, their effect is blinding and summoning Azure Guardians.
But do we know what is activating the traps? Like you say movement, but like is it like, oh, I just stepped on a thing?
If you felt like a tripwire, like catch your ankle.
To me, that means the less I touch the ground, the better. So I'm going to do key point, step of the wind, disengage. That also makes my jump speed an additional 30 feet. I cast the jump spell, which means I already have 30 feet. So that means I can jump 60 feet without touching the ground whatsoever. And I would just like to hop over past Europa's head in kind of like this straight line over here.
Honestly,
if I could.
hell yeah.
You made the like Le Poisson dart, like that frog. You made the frog building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck me. Yeah. You've found enough of a straightaway that I'm going to let this happen. All of that movement happens, and you don't have to roll a check for it.
Great. So that was my key point. My jump is just part of my movement now, thanks to jump. Love that. And then I will go. Let me see if I can. Where am I? 5, 10, 20. I'll action. I already disengaged, so I'll action dodge. Go another 20 feet to here. But also with my keen artist feature, I always know which direction is north. So I'd love if I could, which is what I believe where we were heading anyways with the labyrinth.
You were headed in the direction of north. So I'll let Seth, the player, know that the map is oriented to the north. So like this top, I can't really see that. I think I can ping it. Yeah.
Good, because Trigger doesn't know any of the other directions, but he does know
You do
that
know
it feels like we're going
north.
up.
So you know up is north.
Great. So that was my 5, 10, 15, 20. So my check would be at 10. I'll keep it there for right now, and
Nice.
I'll make my
10.
dex check with advantage.
Yeah.
Well, that one was better. 21.
Nice. No traps are set off by Trigger. Kachi, that's you.
Okay. God damn it. Every time. Can't get a moment's rest in this goddamn island. I'm going to fly. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but I heard Trigger just like, boing. Like, I feel like it was just like very cartoonish. So I'm like, I'm going to fly ahead 5, 10, 15, 20.
I'll say flying, because you have a couple turns ahead of you, you can make the roll with advantage because you're not touching the ground, but you're still avoiding having like your wings graze the walls and stuff.
Easy.
Trigger got lucky because he found the straight shot that I put in the maze.
Okay, with that, I'll do a full 30.
Cool.
And action, I'm going to do a 3rd level shatter on Tiffany.
Oh, fuck. Okay. It is a construct, so it has disadvantage on this check.
Yeah.
And this is a Constitution saving throw?
Constitute. Yeah, con.
Nice. Okay, cool. With disadvantage, that is a 13.
That fails.
That is a failure. You drop this shatter on top of Tiffany and rock Tiffany and the walls surrounding them, essentially. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Let's fucking go. That rolled so well. That's 12, 17, 24 thunder damage.
Not
Nice.
bad.
She's dead?
Oh, I did it in one?
One shot!
You did it!
Yeah.
How's that? Why do we get Christopher Walken cash at it? She's gone.
Well, intruders into the maze. We've
I
taken
can't believe it.
them out.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe
Yo.
that the Azure Guardians now Tiffany.
Little Owlin, get back here. You can't do that.
You little fella, go ahead and give me a trap check. It's gonna be a dexterity saving throw, 15.
Okay. All right, come on. Oh, thank God. Dirty 20. With a 14 and a 5.
Ooh, you succeed, and you do not hear a click, even though everyone should watch it.
Oh, we're getting a little antsy. I can feel it. Oh, another guardian.
It's Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum come in.
The
Now
other-
all Moralians.
the
This
other-
is this is an episode for hats and impressions. Try things on.
But yes, any bonus actions from Kachi? That was your movement. That was your action.
No bonus actions. I'm gonna keep it there. I think for Kachi, he's gonna continually try to be like in the middle of everyone, just to make sure he can like hear the far end of his team and make sure that no one gets left behind, so that now Tesh can catch up to him.
To continue the theme of impressions, Kachi is making sure nobody gets left behind or forgotten. The door with a grinds
It's not a big.
only 1 more percent closed
Oh,
on
okay.
that
8.
round, which brings us to the top of initiative. That is Gwyn once again. Tiffany, between you and your allies, it seems like the only way forward is to get past this massive construct. Massive being
I
like
do
8 feet
agree.
tall. Still medium, technically.
She could even become my favorite enemy, I think, right now,
Ooh.
because she's so in the way. And I think I'm gonna be bold, and I'm gonna take my first ever sharpshooter shot, even though it's at disadvantage and we're in the dark. I want to try to just regular sharpshooter hit a good spot.
Do it.
To hit. That's a 10, and that's, that shouldn't, the other number would have been great, but 10?
The
Okay.
Tiffany looks at it, unsure.
A little ambitious.
In the dark.
just wanted to feel good. I will just now take a regular shot. 2 natural ones. That's
No,
the
wait,
world
you-
attacking me. That's the world. I'm holding my damage dice. Look at it.
Would
Knew.
you?
It knew I was being greedy.
Oh no.
2 natural ones.
Would you like a 16?
Is it worth it to the group? Look at them. They're like, no.
What group? We're a disparate collection of scared individuals.
Can I take the 16, guys?
It's every corn maze for themselves.
I have a 16. I rolled 2 ones.
Yeah, take it.
Take it.
If you roll two nat ones, you get to take it.
Also, Matt was offering it to you, so it sounds like he wants you to take it.
Yeah.
He wants me to hit.
2 nat ones sucks after missing your first attack.
Well, if I knew that, I should have sharpshooter. Okay, much better numbers. Okay, boop.
I feel like we've been too stingy with the
Spending the-
lucky roll of the days.
Wait, it doesn't matter what number, right? The numbers.
Correct. It's tricky to remember when there isn't like a physical thing because like I have it in front of me.
Yeah.
17 damage.
17 damage. Okay. 17 would equal. Okay, cool. Tiffany is bloodied.
Oh, sorry, +5.
Oh, +5. Okay.
22. Sorry, I rolled 17.
Is more bloodied.
More bloody. Right.
The oil is leaking.
There's more oil.
Nicked an artery.
Yes, it is oiled. I made it blue. Any movement or bonus actions from Gwyn?
Can I try to sneak next to Kachi?
Yeah, I'd say 5, 10, 15, 20 will get you next to Kachi, but not so far that Tiffany gets an opportunity attack.
Right. I will move that far. 20, so I need a 10.
That's a 10. You have disadvantage because you are in the dark.
13.
13 is going to be enough to pass. You avoid any traps as you maneuver around Tiffany, but that is Tiffany's turn. Tiffany, who faced now with Gwyn and Kachi being so close, is going to use a discharge in the direction of the two of you. That is going to be a dexterity saving throw. And if you're wearing metal armor, you're going to do it at disadvantage.
I think is my leather disadvantage?
I think you have leather, and what is yours, Gwyn?
Leather.
Okay, cool. No, you guys are both safe.
Okay.
I couldn't remember.
Is mine a disadvantage though, because I can't see?
I'd say I'd say you're close enough that it's okay. It can be flat.
So, tossy turny. 15.
12.
15, Kachi, you do manage to get out of the way. Gwyn, however, you do not. Tiffany grabs onto you to use you basically as the conductor to shoot the beam towards Kachi. Gwyn, you take 34 lightning damage.
I will use absorb elements. 34?
That's crazy math.
Is a sick number.
I've never met a Tiffany I like.
That was a really, really lucky roll for Tiffany.
And Kachi's just good. He's good.
Yeah, just good.
I could have rolled just a little bit higher.
I'll double check. I didn't write it in my
So I take 17.
You don't need to double check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a save or you're in trouble.
Oh.
Good.
Is Gwyn crying? What's happening?
And just like in the alcove of the wall, like, oh my god!
Europa looks back at you all like, there's really nothing I can do to help you.
Save yourself!
25, 30, 35.
Europa's fucking booking it. Go left.
I'm going home. Europa will use 35 feet using a dash action to catch up to and then pass Trigger. Look, Trigger, we got, looks like a straight or to the right, and then we got some choices to the right. What are you thinking?
I'm not a captain. I can't navigate. Starboard? No. Avast.
Starboard's the way we came, kid.
North is that way.
We going north?
North, and I point to the one that's slightly more left. Yeah,
yeah,
right.
she'll go 35, 40, 45, and reveal. Oops.
A wall.
45, revealing a
Oh,
dead
no.
end.
No! Shit.
45, 50, 55, 60. We'll run this way. Having taken the dax action, she's just making the most of it. Looks like this is the one way forward, potentially. But that is going to be a DC 30 check for Europa.
You got it, girl.
That is a really good roll, but not enough to beat a 30. She essentially could not have. So Europa is blinded as an Azure Guardian steps out from the wall. And
That's
Europa, don't feel like you have to do too much, okay?
unfortunately, her save wouldn't have saved against the 35 that she had, or the 40 that she had already done. So that's why I just did 60. She can't roll over a 25.
Oh shit.
Matt, why did you end the session? We're right here still.
Oh God, are we dead?
I'm gonna go to bed. Everyone died.
He's like, what do you
Man.
mean you absorb elements?
No.
What
Cowboys
do you
get
mean?
so
What do you mean?
tired.
Rangers have 5 spells. That's one of your spells?
You took that one?
Did the
No.
Christopher
I'm
Walken
trying
take it
not
out
to
of you?
die with an 8 in Constitution.
There we go. I'm going to go ahead and I wonder if it crashed because I pulled open the stat block for the Azure Guardians. Who's to say? Is going to do the terrifying shriek on Europa. But Europa passes. Europa is not scared of the Azure Guardian, and it wastes its awakening ability. That is Europa. That brings us to Trigger.
Do I need to reload it again for my
You
map?
may have to if it's still showing like I ended the session. If you just like refresh the page, that worked for on my
Okay.
end.
I'm going to. How tall are the ceilings?
The walls, I would say, I'm gonna roll how tall they're gonna be. They are 13 feet high.
With how tiny I am, can I feasibly jump over and not provoke opportunity attack?
I think you could, because technically they are like in the realm of 5 feet. You're able to clear 10 feet on a jump, so you'll be able to move over top of it without getting into its like affected range. I would say because you and presumably Kachi are small, have chosen to be small, that you're able to get over top of the Azure Guardians. You notice that Tiffany is bigger, so like Tiffany being like 8, almost 10 feet tall, you wouldn't have been able to do this for Tiffany, but you can do it for the Guardians.
Yeah. Actually, looking at it though, I don't think there's a place where I can line it up and get over them.
Oh, because you need like 10
Unfortunate.
feet of running.
Well, I just need, unfortunately, I need to the straightaway. Yeah, like it sacrifices my movement, but also just like I can't with how, like if I'm here,
Yeah.
I'm still going to be on the ground,
You
which
can
is fine.
also- You can run the walls as well, can't you?
Not yet.
Oh,
Unless I can.
I thought that was 6.
Somebody tell me how to work my character. Path
No, I don't
against
think.
it.
I don't think running on walls is until like.
Yeah,
7.
like I have slow fall.
Yeah, I think you have a
multiple-
few more levels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
I'll get there eventually, but for right now, I'll run right up to it, use another key point. Does it look like this is a dead end? Because I can see.
Oh, because you can, now that you've closed the distance a little bit here, you've seen this is, I want it to be a circle. There we go. This
Or like,
is a dead end here. Straight ahead there.
yeah.
Seems like there is a way forward there.
Okay. So I will do.
Oh,
5.
So this one.
Oh. Oh, good. No, I'm good. Thank you. I'm gonna move up there and then do my run jump if I can to like however far you will allow me down this corridor.
Nice.
I don't know. It's relatively straight
Yeah, I'd
shotty.
say 20. You can jump 25 feet. Like you got 30 feet of jump with your spell.
I have 60 feet of
You
jump.
have 60 feet of jump with your spell. You can clear it, no problem.
That's great.
How far? So I get like down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That was 5, 10, 15, 20. So if I go 25, can I see beyond this? Yeah.
Yes, you can. It seems like there is a path to your right, and then the room kind of opens up and around to your left. There seems like another path.
Okay. I'm like, I know I said I was gonna stay with everybody, but I'm just terrified and not doing great. So I'm just gonna leave little beans behind me. I'm gonna drop some magic beans as I'm going to just like leave away.
Incredible. Go ahead as
and
you.
then-
Oh, no, because it's when you eat them, not when you pull them out of the bag.
Yeah.
So you're dropping beans.
But I think this will put me at 30 feet right here.
Cool.
Or 35. It probably puts me at 40 feet, actually. Sorry.
There we.
Let's keep it right here for 30 feet.
Nice. So you can see down this pathway, and you
Great.
can see that there is a path down in that direction from where you are.
Okay. So dodge action. All these.
Nice. So
This
you have
jazz.
advantage on your trap check.
Man, I'm not rolling well. That is a 12.
12 is not going to do it.
Man, that's freaking crazy. I only have so many dice.
From out of the wall, an Azure Guardian walks out. Trigger, once again, your eye is blinded. And give me a wisdom saving throw.
$21.
You resist the fear effect once again. You hear the chatter of the Cyclops' crew, but it does not feel as loud as it once was last time you were in these tunnels. You resist this effect. Although you're blind, but at the end of your turn, you can pop the eye patch over if you want.
Ha! Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not know what eye patches are for? You dumb blue.
And that's my turn.
Hell yeah, that is Kachi.
Okay. Don't be electrocuted. It's fine. I'm sure they're doing great over there, wherever they are in the maze. I'm going to move 5 to be closer to Tiffany. I'm going to use bonus action, Wrathful Smite.
Nice. The Arbor Forge is ignited by the arcane energy from your crystal.
So I'll need. Oh, I gotta see if I can hit first.
I imagine it almost like a resin pour into like a wood thing.
Yeah.
Like the purple just begins to like fill in like the wood grain.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, that energy that seeps out whenever I do Eldritch Blast now just like permeates through my feathers.
They ruffle.
Does an 18 hit?
18's gonna hit.
Nice. Okay, great. So I'll need them to do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, not great at this one. That is a 4 in total.
That fails. So now they are frightened of me. Tiffany?
Ooh.
It's going to be a 1d6. Okay, so it's going to be 1d6 psychic plus a... What is that? A 1d8. I'll choose this one. Not too bad. Oh, really good, actually. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's going to be 13 piercing with an extra 4 psychic.
Extra extra 4 psychic. Incredible. You slash into Tiffany and like their ocular sensors can't seem to focus on you. Tiffany is on on the scrapyard's door.
Well, it's a good thing I have an extra attack now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Unfortunately, that was only a 10.
That is not going to do it.
No! Got too cocky. Gwen, I can't get my sword out.
Relatable.
Fuck!
It's stuck. Any other movement from Kachi?
No other movement. Because I'm already in its range now, so if I leave, it'll take a swipe on me. Yeah, no. I'll just stick here with Gwen.
Cool. Give me a dexterity saving throw for the trap check. The DC is only a 2.5, but you might get a nat one. Who knows?
I did not.
Great. Then you pass. No more
Thank you.
summons have been here. That does bring us to the door. As I make this roll, Trigger, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh.
Perceive it. Perceive it.
Perceive. He grimaced.
It's 11.
Hard to see where this is coming from because it is just so loud you can't pinpoint where it's coming from because the door on this round closed 12%.
Oh no!
Like-
Wait, we're up to 20.
You're at 20% closed. As we go to the next round, that is Gwyn kind of up in melee with Tiffany, but Tiffany's on its last legs.
Yes, and I am crackling with some lightning energy. So I am.
You are.
I checked, but I lost concentration. So divine favor would have worked on the gift chakrams, but it is gone. But so I'm going to switch over and attack in melee and try to hit. I know I'm attacking with disadvantage. 19.
19 will hit.
Okay. Ooh.
I think it's impossible. I think mathematically, I think you're going to take it out.
8.
It has 5 hit points left.
Yes, I did 12.
Nice. Gith Chakram. Flash into Tiffany. Tiffany goes down.
Good job. That was terrifying. Are you okay?
Oh my god. Just why is everything so strong?
I know.
All right, I gotta go. And I'm gonna
What?
I'm gonna run, and I'm gonna move all 35 feet of movement.
Nice.
We need to get
15,
wherever we need to go.
25, 30, 35. So give me that trap check with disadvantage. That's going to be a DC 15, 16, 17 and a half.
Well, that would be a 23. Sorry, I could not add 4 plus 7.
Oh my goodness. You are able to you manage to elude all traps. Any bonus actions from Gwyn? You don't see anyone. You don't see any enemies that you would be able to use your second attack on.
I can't even see to begin with.
Gwyn's
Which is
running
why my
forward like
Misty
this.
Step won't work. I can't see where I want to go.
That would have been Tiffany's turn. Tiffany is down. That is the Azure Guardians, who are going to take 2 swings apiece on Trigger and on Europa. That is only a 16 to hit Trigger. I think that misses.
Is that with disadvantage?
That wasn't with disadvantage.
Oh, it doesn't even matter. Armor class 17. Sorry.
Oh, cool.
Doesn't matter.
So disadvantage on that first one. Even worse on that one. Misses Trigger both times. 2 attacks coming for Europa. One is going to hit. One is going to miss. Europa takes 6 points. Europa has not even gone through her wild shape HP yet. She's doing okay. And that is Europa, and then Trigger and Kachi. Europa is going to take some swings on her guardian. Trigger, what would you like to do with yours?
If I will just do another key point sitch. Step of the wind. 10, 15 here. I'm not jumping yet. What do I see?
Nice. Hold on 1 second. 15. Europa laid into her Azure Guardian for 21 damage.
Oh shit.
It's bloodied, but still up. Trigger, you've done your key point evade.
Key point, yeah. 15
in
movement.
This direction, you see a path that begins to sort of form up in this direction. Seems like in this direction there is a path that goes forward.
Okay. I am, let's see, 20. Cool. I'm going to move here for 30 feet of movement. I want to look down both these corridors, see which one is a straighter shot.
Nice. You maneuver yourself there. This one, the straight shot seems to be kind of going forward. There's a wall that continues like on your left. So it seems like the straight shot is...
Okay, so I want to hug this wall and kind of then I want to do a little bounce ricochet off and then jump to here or further if I can.
Hell yeah.
Or
It's like when you're
there it
underwater and you push off.
Yes.
yeah, oh yeah, are you doing your turn on the side of the pool?
There is wall keeping you from going too far in this direction.
Okay, no worries.
But there seems to be a path kind of continuing on around.
Cool. So that was with dodge. That's 30 feet. I'll make my check. Please be good to me. It's actually crazy how with advantage I cannot seem to roll more than 8.
Oh my
Like that's, which is not normally the problem I have with this character. But I'm just gonna continue to. It's very silly.
I
I don't actually need to be leaving.
I've rolled so many natural 20s with my disadvantage that my rolls don't seem real.
Right.
Trigger blinded and Azure Guardian steps out. Europa went 20 feet to make it a much more manageable roll for her. She passes, does not summon anyone, but Trigger does. Go ahead and give me that wisdom saving throw, Trigger.
12.
12 still passes. You resist the frightened condition from the Azure Guardian, but it is now impeding your way forward.
I don't need to leave Beans because I'm leaving a trail of Azure Guardians along the way, so find me.
You've left all the Guardians behind. But that is Kachi. Kachi is similar to Trigger's jump. I'd say if you move 5 feet to like your right, you have a straight shot basically to where Gwyn is. I'll let your fly take you that distance without having to make a check.
Oh shit. Okay.
So as long as you have like a straight shot, you don't have to add more steps. So like 5 feet of movement, you can fly and you don't add anything else.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah. And like another 5 to your right, and you can make another flight path if you're looking to dash as an action.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15.
Yeah.
We'll cut it there.
Nice. So in total, you're only using 10 feet of movement. So give me a trap check, the DC of 5.
Cool. Do you want with being able to do these straight shots? Do you still want to do the advantage with flying, or just a straight roll?
It now changes. Like if you're banking corners, you can do it with advantage, but a straight roll because it's easier because you're not adding more distance.
Cool. Dex 13.
13 will save. No traps activated. That is Kachi. That was Trigger. That is going to be the door once again. Trigger, go ahead and give me another perception check.
We gotta be getting close to this thing.
$15.
A little bit better. You almost like because you're expecting it to come from a certain distance, you hear a sound coming from port side of north.
Okay. Do I hear it from the hallway? Is it ricocheting from the hallway? I can kind of see ahead of me. Do I feel like
kind of hear it coming from? Can I do that? Oh, there we go. You hear it kind of coming from this direction. You can't see that from this direction.
Sorry, that ping looks crazy. It looks
Crazy
right.
ping.
It was like whoa.
I want to ping the different color. It's like red and scary.
It was like red and spacey.
But that is the door. The door closes 4 more percent. We're at 24%. It is a quarter of the way closed. As we get to the top of the round, that is Gwyn.
Okay, I kind of been thinking about just doing this. I think I'm gonna dash and just go. Right?
Hell yeah.
Like we're behind, right, Kachi? Like we need to go. So I'm gonna move 70 feet.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa. I really thought we needed to do slow and steady, but at
15,
this point, we gotta go.
25.
We're just leaving these
30,
machines behind.
35. At 35, you run into an Azure Guardian kind of blocking the way. What would you like to do? If you want to go like 30 so that you're not melee. So 30 will get you, basically the Azure Guardian is standing in the way of the hallway. And you can like see Europa over its shoulder. But it does look very damaged.
Oh, well, but last time it got damaged, it blew up huge. Either way, I'm gonna use my action to disengage and just move 5 feet past it.
Nice. Almost like Archer
Whoop.
sliding
Yeah.
sliding
Like, whoop.
past. Nice.
Yeah. And then just because I have the 35, you know what I mean? I might as well move
Yes.
35 and disengage to not get attacked.
Nice. So 35, so like 5 feet, like continuing past its distance.
Yeah, and then that'll just be my
Nice. Yeah. No attacks of opportunity in your direction. Any bonus actions from Gwyn?
No.
Nice. Go ahead and give me that trap check with 35. It's going to be 17.5 DC.
14.
That is not going to do it.
Let's fly over them.
Tesha, you are blinded, which doesn't affect you that much. But from the wall, actually, technically, it's going to come from this wall because it's blocking you. Like steps forward. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Natural 1.
Tesha is blinded. Tesha is frightened. And after failing the scream, you are paralyzed.
You know what? I should make a backup character.
With your one already failed death save, Gwyn, who's tanked a lightning bolt attack already,
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'll be happy.
is pinned in by these Azure Guardians, and it is going to be their turn. I think this other one is going to close in on the other side of Gwyn. That's going to be 4 attacks coming towards Gwyn. And you're paralyzed, so they're with advantage.
And the crits.
With advantage, that is a 13.
I don't think that hits. No, 15.
That is a natural 20.
Can I see them?
They're all natural 20s.
You have dark vision. You can.
They're all natural 20s.
Okay. See how many more hit, but I'm
Cool.
I'm gonna do silvery barbs to at least one.
That is a 14 to hit.
That'll miss.
And that is another natural 20.
Okay, so I'll do one of those silvery barbs.
Nice. I'm not sure how that works with negating disadvantage, so I'll just say I'm going to use the other one instead of the natural 20, which was a natural 4. So that one is going to miss. The only one that hits is the crit.
I should be dead.
That is 4d4 coming at Gwyn.
44.
I'm not
44.
dying right now.
That is
Please.
13 bludgeoning damage to Gwyn.
Hey, I'm bloodied.
As miss,
That looks so much
miss,
worse.
miss. As these guardians close in on Gwyn. That is Europa. I'm going to make a little check for Europa. Basically, above a 10, she's going to keep going forward.
Do I still have a reaction?
You are paralyzed, so I don't
I
know
don't
that
know.
you do.
Let me check. Let me see. I
Yeah.
don't know if
Europa is gonna. I feel like she can't ignore paralyzed Gwyn because she can see that happening. She's gonna close in and take some swings on this Azure Guardian.
I have a reaction.
You do. Excellent. What would you like to do?
The telekinetic reprisal to the one that hit me. So it needs to make a strength saving throw or be pushed away and take damage.
Ooh, okay. Strength saving throw from these guys. That is going to be a flat 11.
So that will fail, and then they will take 10 force damage and be pushed 10 feet away from me.
You push this thing away as it flies
Whatever.
away from you. What lands on the ground is a scattered amount of bolts on the ground. It only had 6 hit points left. Gwyn/Bobby, roll a d8 for me.
Not a 1.
8, right? Oh, 8!
The Azure
We
Guardian.
want an 8, right? I rolled an 8.
The Azure Guardian is
Tiffany 2.0.
destroyed,
For now.
Okay.
and nothing replaces it. Those pieces
Oh.
lie onto the ground.
Okay.
Very good.
Europa will close in and take some swings on this Azure Guardian. Trigger, that is going to be you as well.
Okay. Still disadvantage.
1 hit here. Okay, you did a natural 1 against the frightened condition. No, that was Bobby. You saved, so you are face down with the Azure Guardian, but it is your turn.
This is Deb of the Wind. Just gonna keep spamming it.
Europa hits
if
the
I-
Azure Guardian, not enough to make it bloodied, but it is. She does attack, like basically it's like reach up behind the one on Gwyn.
If I move right here, can I see down this hallway?
You certainly can. There we go. Actual eraser tool. You see the path ahead of you forks to the left and to the right.
Great. 10, 15.
You see that to your left is another dead end.
Shit.
To the right.
To the right, seems like it continues on forward.
20.
Continues to the left. You can kind of see, so you can see this kind of area here. Seems like there's a few paths that go off from this next kind of antechamber. Or a few directions.
I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad if we could have just gone like left at the beginning,
Correct.
and it would boom right
It's
there.
like it's at
Right.
like the 9 o'clock or something. It's like right there.
Yeah.
25, 30.
25, 30. Seems like it opens up even more in this direction. And you can see that there is a path to the right, and this one continues on straight. So you kind of have a more open area to the left. From where you are, you can kind of see like this kind of field.
Great. Longest possible jump I can take down this hallway. I don't know how far.
Nice. You can basically land right about there.
That's as far as I go.
Because that
Okay.
takes you to a dead end right there. But as you landed to this dead end trigger, you can now see back this way. And you can see that just a little bit of a shining metal feature peeking through the dirt.
Okay. May I please roll more than a 15?
You may indeed.
I believe in you guys. Great. 24.
You do not summon another Azure Guardian.
Great stuff. Okay. And then I'll just, guys, I think I found something.
Think about guys.
Oh, no. Whoa, multiple knees. That's awesome.
Trigger takes some time, uses a bonus action, or already used bonus action, but uses a free action to play with an echo. Kachi, that is you.
Great. What is, I think, if I go 5, go 10, 20, 30, 40, and then I'll do another 5 to 45, 50, 55. 60-ish.
Yes.
Is that loud?
Yeah, with the dash
Okay.
action, basically like you and Europa kind of posting up like wolf, elf, and owl fighter squared up against the Azure Guardian. That's kind of as you fly past paralyzed Tesha, paralyzed Gwyn.
Amazing. And as I pass Paralyzed Gwyn, I'll send them a bardic. I'll be like, get it together.
Is that a D8? D6?
D8 now.
Woo!
Nice little bardic inspiration. On Europa's turn as a bonus action, she also threw a healing word your way, so you have 7 hit points back.
Woo! I'm no longer bloody.
And that is the end of the round. That's going to be another door check.
0.
That
I
one,
also got a 21 on my check.
because you went 60 feet. That is not going to beat the DC 30.
But I
Oh,
flew.
you flew. So it was a total of, was it 20 feet? Because you had to do 5.
Yeah, I think it was 20 because I did both,
Okay, cool.
and then I had like a long stretch where I had to move.
Nice. Then I forgot you were counting out the long stretch. And
Yeah.
I added that in my mind, but it was like 20 feet. Cool.
No worries.
So you do save. The door closes another 5%. It is at 29%, but Trigger is just so very close. Trigger, now that you're in an open area, you hear kind of bouncing around. You know the door is right where you are. Gwyn, on your turn, you've been struck by these creatures here. You just learned a little bit about someone close to you. seen perhaps the origin of their journey here on Corsair, at least a big part of that. As that knowledge sinks in, you kind of remember this figure holding a copy of Lester's tome. You like reflect back on the moth keychain. I said that weird. The moth keychain you found in your room. There is a whispered dagger out looking for you, and a doppelganger in town outside of the trial and expectations that await you. Go ahead and give me another wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
Okay. That is a 15.
15. You are able to shake this. Almost like they're like the ring of mind shielding in some way. It's like it's a little bit of a reassurance that yes, but they haven't been able to read your mind. It's just that little bit of what is considered positivity for Gwyn is enough for you to kick out of this. You are no longer paralyzed at the end of your turn, but it is the Azure Guardians' turns. Who are they going to go for? I'm just going to roll to see who they're going to go for. That is going to be one attack to Kachi, one attack to Europa.
Fair enough.
That is a 14 to hit Kachi.
That doesn't hit.
And an 18 to hit Europa, which is going to hit. Hits Europa for 8. Europa is still good. That is the Guardian. That is Europa and Trigger, and then Kachi. Europa is going to kind of like here with Kachi and Gwyn kind of back on their feet. Europa is going to take 2 swings on the Guardian. And that's going to hit both times. Dang, okay, Europa. That is 19 more damage. That is enough to finish off this Azure Guardian. Kachi, you're close. Kachi, go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
Okay. 3. Nice in the middle.
Yes. The pieces that get knocked back, boom, begin to cobble themselves together into something much, much smaller than Tiffany. There appears to be almost like a blue, tiny little goblin that is cobbled together from these pieces, who is still sitting between all of you as it kind of like holds its hands in front and just goes. I didn't mean to make them like Stitch, but then we did the impressions thing, so now they're Stitch. Coming soon to theaters, I think, live action version that no one asked for.
No.
But these are baby bots. Again,
Baby bots.
baby blue.
Oh my god, it's so fucking cute.
Oh my god, this is crap. It's like cuter than Trigger. Like
How is that even possible?
Because Trigger is like little and blue, and this is even littler.
Wait, what'd you say? I want to shoot it.
Nothing. You're just missing something.
Should I come back?
I think Europa is used in action is gonna
Blue.
hold here to help you all out before instead of running along because there's just guardians ahead. But that is Trigger's turn. Trigger and Kachi kind of are the next two if you want to think about that.
I hop over here to avoid using any movement if at all possible.
Trigger, you see a door before you. This irising door is closing slowly. It is actually still probably more open than it is in this drawing, but the way forward is revealed to Trigger.
Do I see any mechanism for slowing it?
Give me an investigation check, because I want this to be tied to intelligence. I'd say Arcana.
Oh, well.
If you have proficiency. I think that's mostly just Kachi.
No, I don't have either of those.
I didn't
That's
think
silly.
so, but just in case.
Because I think I'm smartest with my gun, I'm gonna roll my bullet dice. And I rolled an 18.
Oh dang. Okay,
So that's it. That's the
there's
score.
a steampunk series of like knobs and dials that seem fairly complicated, but as you do that, you see one of these knobs isn't connected to the door itself.
Gosh, my first instinct is to just shoot things. If I go up to it, how far is it for me?
It's like around the border. It's like almost like inside. Let's say like 5 feet from the doorway, almost like a control panel kind of thing.
Permission to work heavy machinery?
This thing is so cute. It's even cuter than Trigger.
Okay, you know what? Fuck you guys. And I've in blatant disregard of the safety of my friends because they're saying things are cuter than I am. You turn that dial.
You give that dial a spin. You're not quite sure what it does, but it does seem to like turn until it hits like a stopping point.
Okay, just follow the sound of my voice. I'm just gonna be here. Okay.
I will take the. I don't know. That was probably my action and everything, so that's probably good.
Yeah, it's an action to kind of search around and figure out how this works.
Yeah.
That is Kachi.
Very good. I'm so tempted to just pick up this baby bot and take it with us. And
Okay.
I mean, I can't be mad at you. All right, come on. And I'm going to pick it up and start flying. Pick it up with my talents.
Kachi, you pick this up as you start to fly. It doesn't seem like the walls are as alive as they once were.
Oh.
Seems like something has shifted in the maze, and there are no more trap checks to make.
Gang, I think this baby bot just saved us. I think finding it made all the traps go away. I don't know. I just feel a certain way about that. Easy. All right. Cool. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yoink. 25, 30. Yeah, I'll take a opportunity attack. 35, 40, 60.
Nice. Bringing the baby bot along. Opportunity attack from an Azure Guardian is only going to be a 10. Does not hit.
Does not hit.
As the whole time, the baby bot did like ask for uppies basically, and you picked it up. Fly as you begin to fly off on initiative 2. On initiative 2, it is going to. Oh no. Okay. It's going to cackle in your arms. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw, Kachi.
No, baby bot. What have you done?
Baby bot.
No, it's an ally.
It's not a Zuma.
That's a net one.
Continue.
Does that sound good, or are you laughing at me?
baby.
Was that an Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Hasta la vista, baby. It's Candle as well, because that's just what Candle was. As it laughs and like digs its little claws into you, you are overcome with laughter and you fall out of the sky, taking 5 psychic damage as it continues holding on to you and shrieking. You are prone and incapacitated.
Baby
All for a
bot,
baby.
I can't believe you've done this. Ah.
Trigger, as you continue to just turn gears and gizmos, the door only closes 1 more percent. So it is 30% closed as we go into our next round, starting with Gwyn. You are no longer paralyzed. You're no longer feared. No longer blinded because the thing that was causing all of that is gone. And the baby bot was safely carried away from you because of Kachi.
Yeah, so I'm just going to move 35 feet and see what happens.
As you move, you feel the same sense that Kachi got. The walls don't seem to be as prone to attack. It seems like you are all clear to move.
Okay, I will move all my movement then. Sorry, I can't like really see, just a little too blind. But I want to try to get to where Kachi flew away, and because I feel like he's going towards Trigger.
20, 25, 30. Almost basically exactly the same distance as last time. At like 30 feet, you round a corner, and you are in melee with one of the guardians.
Okay, let's just dash and take the hits for another 30.
Had a turn since using an opportunity attack on Kachi, so you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, look at me.
50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. You round the corner and you see the baby bot is perched on top of Kachi with his nails kind of into him. But you were just out of earshot to avoid this effect. But Kachi's
Believe it or
incapacitated on the
not.
ground.
Yeah, believe it or not, this isn't the first time I've been called birth control.
That's so funny.
Oh,
Healthy, Gwen.
Also, a little sad.
A little sad, yeah.
Gwen is dashing through this place. There are no Tiffany's, but as the Azure Guardians, one of them is going to close in on Kachi. One is going to chase Gwen. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Closes in with its movement. 2 attacks coming to Kachi, 2 attacks coming for Gwyn. Kachi's are going to be at advantage. That is a 16 to hit Kachi, which I think misses.
No, just hits.
Oh, just hits. So hits Kachi for 1, and then it's going to be a 22 to hit Kachi as well.
Okay.
Kachi, in total, you take 13 bludgeoning damage.
Yikes. Okay.
Boom, boom. Knocks into you. 2 attacks coming for Gwyn. That is going to be a dirty 20 and a 14.
the 14 will miss. I'll use my reaction to it away.
Nice.
So can it make a strength saving throw?
It sure can. There's a 19.
Okay, so it won't move, but it will take 6 force damage.
Not bad. You also take 6 bludgeoning damage
Okay.
as it punches you. That is the Azure Guardians. That is Europa, who has some catching up to do. 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Is basically going to go 55, has to get use a dash action to kind of catch more of the way up. That is Trigger's turn.
You guys sound like you're having a lot of fun without me. You guys aren't gonna leave me, are you? Because I found the way out. While I'm sitting there feeling insecure, I want to take a look inside the.
Yeah,
Is this a door? Is this a door in the floor?
There's a door in the floor, so it's almost like you're about to like drop down into the next area.
Can I see anything inside?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
The 24.
Nice. You're able to look down.
Sorry, 22.
Oh, still very good. DC still higher than a 20. You look down. You see what looks to be almost like a quiet kind of circular chamber, mostly like dirt and things, but it seems to be like almost like mined. There are like wooden support pillars and like stone columns that are kind of holding up like the labyrinth and this door. It seems like this has been constructed and like well maintained to an extent. Like the metal is like loud and moving, but it is still operational and it works on some sort of automation, which is impressive for you. But as you look down, you see a kind of a circular chamber and like one big heavy stone door in like a normal wall.
And no similarity to our vision of the thing with a little goblin or a cyclops or anything that would be strange and terrifying.
Doesn't appear to be. Don't notice anything like that. I'd say what you do notice with a 20 is you see some like carvings and things on the ground and the walls, but you can't quite make out what they are.
Sounds good.
With 22.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. Kachi, that is you. You are incapacitated on the ground. This thing is cackling and laughing over you. You are like, you just hear these shrieks and cackles, like wings kind of surrounding you. The sound of laughter coming from you almost like takes you back to being a kid and like getting in play fights with your siblings. And then sometimes like your older siblings took it too far because that's what older siblings do. And you needed like a parent or someone to break it up a little bit. But at the start of your turn, though you are incapacitated, you are going to take 10 psychic damage as this baby bot is still holding on to you.
Okay.
It's going to be the baby bot's turn. They're going to see if they get the cackle back. Unfortunately for you, Gwyn and Europa, it did. I need a wisdom saving throw from Tesha and from Europa.
Nine.
Oh, Kachi, you actually get to make a save at the end of your turn, not at the end of their turn. So go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. But so like because I'm incapacitated, I can't like do anything though.
Not on your turn, no.
Yeah. Damn.
9, but I got an 8 on my bardic inspiration, so 17.
That saves.
Yay!
12.
Inspiration, you're an inspiration to all of us.
A 12 saves.
Oh, thank God.
So you're prone, but you shake off the effect at the end of your turn. But unfortunately, since they go right after you,
Fuck.
I need another wisdom saving throw for the new cackle. Europa saves, Gwyn saves. We have to see if Kachi will save.
9.
No! Kachi, you wake back up and like your sister would pretend to be one of your parents and you thought you were safe, let your guard down, and then out of just like the peripheral, this tiny little blue face appears and you just like twists, burps, and you smell corn dogs. Remember the Stitch attraction at Disney World? And you are incapacitated once again. Trigger, where you are, you hear the crunching of metal as the door closes. 3 more percent. We are exactly a third of the way closed at 33%, which brings us to Gwyn. Not capacitated, not frightened. There's an Azure Guardian behind you and a tiny cackling baby who has taken and leveled Kachi entirely.
Yeah. This is why I can't have children. And then I'll try to shoot the baby.
Nice. Yeah, you have enough distance from the baby, 10 feet away. You're able to use your bow.
I know, but still a disadvantage because I can't see.
Fair.
I'm blind. I'm a little blind, babe. That was a journey of feelings. 15
15 hits.
to hit. All right, let me double check. Ice. Um, 7, 10, 15 damage.
15 damage. It is bloodied, but it is still just cackling on top of Kachi.
I have to shoot this baby.
This terrifying baby.
Higher to hit.
Then it hits.
And ooh, less, I think. Maybe one more. 16 damage.
You have taken out the cackling baby. And I'd say with that, the effect is lifted. Kachi no longer incapacitated as the laughter stops.
Thank you, Gwen. I hated it.
Wow.
I thought it was going to be cute.
Well, we know what happens when we don't trust appearances and we assume that things aren't going to kill us.
We get got.
We get got. Yeah.
Any movement or bonus actions from Gwyn?
I think if I move, this guy's gonna hit me, right?
It seems like it is prone to take some swings.
I will hold then.
Nice. That is the
I'll stay here.
Azure Guardian's going to take one swing at Gwyn, one at Europa, and the Guardian with Kachi is going to take 2 swings on Kachi. Attack at Gwyn is going to be a 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
I don't know why picked up 2 dice and rolled 1 twice instead of rolling both at the same time. But it's a natural 2 to hit Europa. That misses. Kachi is still prone, so he's going to have advantage against Kachi. That is a dirty 20 to hit Kachi.
Shit.
And another dirty 20 to hit Kachi.
Yikes.
For a total of 10 bludgeoning damage to Kachi.
Okay, I'll use Hellish Rebuke.
Ooh, excellent. Dexterity saving throw. That is a natural 7. It's not gonna pass.
Easy, okay. So do. Oh, my first time doing this. This one.
Did you tell me how much damage I took?
It missed.
I don't think so. No, it hit me. I got 15. It's 15 to hit.
Oh, I was thinking. Okay, I was thinking. I think I was.
15 hits me. It's 16 for Kachi.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. You take 4.
Um, 12 fire damage.
Ooh, not bad. All right, 12 damage. Not quite bloodied, but it definitely took out a big chunk of this Guardian, which brings it to Europa, flanking with Gwyn against this one, is going to roll some Primal Strikes. That is a hit. That is a hit. Excellent from Europa. Europa might be able to finish it off. 6, 11, 12, 13. It's not enough to finish it off, unfortunately. But it is bloodied and very close to death's door. This one near the 2 of you, Gwyn.
Sorry.
Yeah, and Europa will basically use some movement to kind of get a little bit further without stepping out of its threatened range, because it doesn't do anyone any good, really, because then there's just another one. That is Trigger's turn. You can start to hear the sounds of us, as more people are cluttered up in this hallway closer to you. You begin to hear the sounds of a scuffle as the door continues to eke closer. Say, if you'd like to make another perception check, I'll lower the DC from 25 to see details to 22, because that's what you rolled last time. To pick out more details of the next room, if you would like to check.
At this point, I just kind of feel like everybody's forgotten about me, so I'm gonna run back to them. Step of the wind or something.
Yes, step of the wind will get you there.
Well, yeah, it's fine.
What is taking you guys so? This thing is what's so cute.
Ow.
I just shoot.
Ow.
Trigger.
I just
Thank
start
God.
shooting.
Where have you been?
Roll to hit, Trigger.
First attack
You should have done.
does a does a 13 hit.
It does.
Great. Boom, 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 boom. That's 10 points of damage.
Okay, on death's door, but still standing.
Great. I'll take another attack.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wait. Can I? No, I can't flank it. That's fine. I'll just keep shooting. Same to hit.
I think mathematically you take it out.
Yeah.
Only had 5 hit points. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me, Trigger.
6. Four.
You knock this guardian against the wall, and it no longer stands back up.
Are you guys done? Come on, we gotta go. The door's closing.
And then I'll just continue to run the other direction because
Nice.
I have just so,
So
much movement.
movement.
65, so 70, 75, 80. I believe 90, and I'll take my jump now all the way over here.
Trigger just bounding around the map. That is Kachi's turn. You are finally able to stand up using half your movement.
My goodness. Have my movement, stand up. A 5, 10, 15. I bonus action use the amulet. Now that I have 7d8, would half be 3?
Yes.
Do the lower half? Cool.
So it's almost like
Sure.
every other level up, you get another dice.
Cool. Nice. Not nice. Very good again. Okay, 9. That's 16 health back. I'll go ahead and stay here, and as an action, can I take a healing potion?
Yeah. So if you're doing it as an action, you can just do the full healing.
Great.
Bonus actions where you roll for it. That's Kachi's turn. That brings us to the door. There's going to be the door continues to close. Oh, missed my little box. And that is going to be another 12%. The door is nearly halfway closed at 45. But with only one Azure Guardian.
We're fine.
Top of initiative, that's Gwyn.
There's still this annoying one on me, right?
There is. It is near death's door, but still holding on.
Okay, I will hit it with my chakram and try to hit it away. That was 19 to hit.
19 to hit. Roll damage.
Okay. 13.
13 is enough to take it out. Roll a d4 for me.
Here we go.
4.
Oh,
4. Okay. As this gets knocked back into the wall, it reassembles itself. And another one of these baby bots has appeared.
Run away 35 feet.
Hell yeah.
Away from me.
Taking off and take attack of opportunity on Gwyn. But it's only going to be an 8 in total. You take off 35 feet. 30, 35. Getting just a little bit past Kachi. That is Europa, who is going to ignore the baby and run 10, 15, 20.
Ignore the baby.
Catches up to you, Trigger. Okay. Good job, Trigger.
What did I do?
You didn't want to go back and check out those cute little blue guys?
Wait, did I miss the? All right, I'm going back.
That is Trigger's turn.
I start to head back.
Trigger, where you going? You're gonna get got.
15, 20. Oh, 25. Okay. Wait a second. If I'm dashing action, 30, 45.
Not even jumping.
50, 55, 60, 65, 70. I see it. 75. Yeah, it puts me there. Oh, it's not even that cute. And I jump back.
Oh. Oh. Bravo.
So there. Does it try to take an attack on me?
It used its attempted an opportunity attack on Gwyn. Doesn't try to take one.
Great. I can get there.
God
That is Kachi.
Flying as fast as he can to get away from the baby bot. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, dash 5, 10, 15, 20, and all. Yeah, just be ready to jump in.
Nice.
We did it.
Get into position, and you're ready to dive in. That is the baby's turn. It's gonna.
Oh wait, wasn't there extra levers? Could I also look at those, or was it just the one to stop the?
Yeah. Give me an investigation check, or an Arcana check from Kachi.
I'll absolutely do some Arcana. For nothing. That's a 10.
Unable to decipher. There's one lever that you think about pulling for a second, then you realize that this is the one Trigger turned. The baby bot crawls, uses 30 feet. Oh, brother, closes in with Trigger and just begins laughing. Gwyn and Trigger, give me wisdom saving throws.
Eight.
No. Gang. Girl gang.
I need to be inspired. What do you want from me?
13.
Trigger, you watch as, like, you can almost see cartoonishly Gwyn's eyes lock with this baby and then just begins laughing. There's going to be 7 psychic damage to you, Gwyn. And you fall prone, incapacitated, as you begin laughing in unison with Baby Bot.
I look like I'm on the
I
edge
didn't even
of my
say anything
life.
funny.
You're laughing.
Because I'm not a little punk ass bitch.
That's a bad word.
I laugh.
It's going.
Oh no, I taught the baby swears.
There's going to be another 9% as it gets to 54% closed. And that brings us to Gwyn, who continues to laugh at this baby. At the end of your turn, you can make another wisdom saving throw.
13.
You succeed. The laugh is short-lived as you lay on the ground and catch your breath at the end of your turn. That brings us to Europa, who closes in with Kachi and is in position, ready. How is Kachi looking, like, health-wise?
I'm only down 5.
Okay, cool. Then she'll hold off. I don't know.
Yeah.
She was blinded at one point, but there we go. That's Europa. That brings us to Trigger. There's this weird little cackling robot that's like up to like your knee between you and your friends.
Are you?
We may not have the rest of that episode, but I can summarize you to prepare you for the next one. The party was able to successfully navigate the labyrinth. Trigger, making it all the way to the end, and then doubling back to help take out the rest of the Cobalt Smashers. Hovering around that doorway into the next room, the party took a beat to take bearings, heal up, and prepare for their next fight, which Trigger was able to suss out just that little bit. So each member of the party was able to prepare a reaction, prepare for their first round while doing it stealthily because of Trigger's preparation and Kachi's general stealthiness. So they jumped into the pit, ready for the next encounter, which we will pick up with on the next episode of Shattered Ships.